check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Put sugar level for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rack Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Asiama Junction, or find us in New Akimota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akimota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rack Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rack Luxury Perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
We are already seated to wrap up the weekend here on Sammy Flex TV. And of course, when you see the gentlemen seated like this, then you should know we have just one assignment. The assignment is look at some of the top stories in the showbiz industry and discuss them, break it down, review them, do the analysis for you to understand them the way you should understand them. My name is Sammy Flex, and on the screen you can see the three gentlemen are ready. In the middle is Roland Amate from Shagzy, Shatter Movement Empire, Roland Report, and Roland Report on YouTube and RolandReport.com. And at the extreme end, Indeed Dusu Digital Solution CEO for your YouTube management, monetization, marketing, and promotion. And he's the online manager here at Sammy Flex TV. He's going to buy a house very soon. Chemo. Well, behind the scenes, we also have Richie Flex as the editor director of the show and Theophilus as the man in charge of camera for us to do this. And it is going to be a wonderful week, as in we are about to break this week into another wonderful weekend. So follow it. First, there is a police officer doing something at Cycle. What he is doing, I'm yet to understand it from policing, and I'm yet to also understand it from community support or something like that. Now, what is the police officer doing? I don't know who gave him that assignment. I don't know who gave him that assignment, because what I know is that police officers, sometimes they go to banks to do, they call it spacey or something. One of my friends told me they go out to do guiding and all those things. But this time around, this police officer is out there announcing and cautioning people to beware of their property and money and bags and other things. And the concept, I'm yet to understand it. I said, well, Sammy Flex, you can't understand this alone. So throw it out and let's see if the rest of the world would also understand it. But first, let's go watch the video before we will surely talk about this. Let's watch it. I'll be right back.
If you see something, what my complaining legend was said, Papa. We are from so my radio message so rough.
Now
Papa, we are no hand we are seeing if you see something, if you see something, if you see something, what my complaining leg and was said, Papa. We are complaining so my radio message so rough.
Well, so that was the officer right there doing his business, and I'm asking, what kind of duty is this one? How are you going to call this duty? Like, okay, today you are at Circle announcement duty. Like, you have been running around Accra and Circle very well. In fact, Roland has even worked at 2D before, so he knows that system and how it operates. What is the police officer doing?
He's doing community service.
What's that? What's that?
Community questioning. This is just like those community policing and all of that. Me, I like what he's doing because at the end of the day, there are even certain people in our communities that volunteer themselves even into the police service. They are called the community police, where they help the police in sometimes directing traffic and all of those things. And it is one of the things that it is in line with those things. It may not be an official sanction duty of him, but these are some of the things that they would want to take upon themselves, aside the ones that are properly sanctioned. Okay. Also do to minimize, maybe ease their work, because if he's at the station and nobody comes to report, he is there doing nothing. But if he can come out and use that same time to actually caution people, I believe, if not for anything at all, yes, it may not stop the act there, we know it will not stop, but then it will still help some people to escape some of these things. And in security service, there are rules and things they do. They have certain places that are called the red zones or red flag zones or whatever they have their terms for it. And obviously everybody knows Circle is one of them. Circle is one of them. Accra railway station is one of them. Tudu is one of them. Kaneshi is one of them. Kaswa is headquarters. Kaswa is
you forget to mention La Paz.
La Paz, they are carved down this one. La Paz, La Kaswa is Circle has La Paz.
Oh, Kaswa for that show.
Even in Kaswa, they will not need one person. It has to be in a group. Normally a timetable, then they go like that. You understand? So yes, for him to be doing this, I want to believe it. He has to do it. Okay. Because he will not just wake up just for social media sake to come and say, or out of his own free will to come and say he's coming to do this. No. He probably might have sought permission, because I think this is the second video that I've seen from the same guy. I see. Yes, when he goes there, people record him and they post. When you go on TikTok, he's trending. Oh, I see. Come on, fans for TikTok.
Oh, no, posting himself and answering.
No. People are the ones posting. Okay. So me, I want to believe in the sanction, and it is good. At least, there JJCB Namhonoma, he can caution the person, and then at the end of the day, it also helps in police visibility. You know, in recent times, they even do those police visibility where they even scatter themselves in town, some on motorbikes, some even at certain vantage points, just to ease crime. And if in that line, they would also go a step further by even announcing and also cautioning people against, like, to be cautious whenever they are in town. Then I think it is good. At least,
is he safe himself with what he's doing?
Is he safe?
Yeah.
He's not safe, actually. Security
so why would we put him in such a danger if he's not safe?
He's doing his job. That is the risk of his job. He signed for it. He signed up for it. Every policeman, whether you do this or you don't, you are still in the same risk as him. Just that he has taken it to a different level by also doing something extra. That's it. But every security service personnel is prone to this. It's also at the same risk as this man. Because at the end of the day, if something happens and they come to call you to come and apprehend the person, if something goes wrong, you can lose your life in the process. And it is the same thing that this man is also risking. So yeah, if at a point ex-President Rawlings got out of his car when the traffic, I think somewhere around Medina, the traffic was jammed and nobody was able to go, decided to stand and direct the cars for them to have a free flow.
That one, it was illegal.
It's legal.
Yeah, during
yes, for them to have a free flow. Why not? Why not? It is one of the things that, as patriotic citizens, sometimes when you see things that you can also help, you can also do to help the community. Why not? If you have the proper authorization and all of that, you can do it, and at the end of the day, it will help minimize. So all these red zones, we have people volunteering like this to at least caution. It will minimize the crime because of police visibility.
Well, Chemo, I don't know what you also think about what the officer is doing.
This is interesting, but I think it's an initiative that he has started, and if you don't take care, you will see more of it, not only in Circle, but Kaswa,
the flashpoint areas.
Other
We call them the flashpoint areas.
And then Kumasi and other places too. Before you know, they will start.
They will have their time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's an interesting one. I mean, it's not perfect or it's not what they will normally do, but just telling people to be careful how they handle their things. I think yes, it will help some few people. Yeah, some people will still be a victim, but some people may just come to their senses when they hear so bag me. I think it will help. It will alert people, so like they will look at their environment and then know what is happening and then act accordingly. So for me, it will help a bit, but I mean for sure I know that it is not the conventional way of doing things. It's not part of the police. He has taken it upon himself to do it. Before you know, they may even give him a car so that he will be announcing. He'll be in a car and doing the announcement. I think what I can say for sure is that he has been assigned to be at that place. Okay. Sometimes they will just assign them that now you have to be at this place whenever anything happens. Either you take care of the situation or you call for reinforcement. That's what they do. And this guy, he doesn't want anything to happen. So he will just caution everybody. One thing that we all know that police they are not happy about doing is the paperwork. Having a arbitral report, they don't like that. So if he can do something to avoid it, why not? He will do it. And obviously he is doing that. And so far, I don't know what has happened there, but I think you will get positive results if we ask those people at the area. Okay. Obviously, things about theft and people robbing and other stuff, it will go down in that area. Because sometimes when the policeman is just walking there, people will be careful not to try anything. And this time around, he's even using a megaphone to talk that I'm here and I'm telling people to be careful. Then the robber or the thief or whoever will also be careful. So the question is not only to the victims, it's even to the perpetrators. Yes. That be careful, I'm here. If you mess up, I'll deal with you. So it's unconventional, but so far so good.
Well, let's move on to the next business. And of course, the next business will be some of the trending stories online. One I would want to delve deep into is Efia Odo versus Kwesi Arthur. Now, there are many people who are mad at Kwesi Arthur for one reason. Over the years, we've heard on countless occasions on different platforms Efia Odo talking about a supposed relationship with Kwesi Arthur and Kwesi Arthur keeping mute about it. Maybe at that time, he was enjoying the publicity and the name calling out of it. But now, looks like Kwesi Arthur, I hear, this one I'm not too sure, but I hear he's married. So if indeed he is married, but sometimes people can say it and still not be the fact. So if indeed, that's why I'm using the if clause. If indeed he is married, then this is where he's now feeling the heat, because your wife will wake up and This girl is saying this. This girl is saying that. Meanwhile, you tell me you had nothing with her. So what is the proof? I'm sure that is what a man's pressure. Yes, smile. I'm sure that is what has pushed our man to come out to be putting out tweet. And Kwesi is blaming even we the media people.
Of course.
Well, let's read some of Kwesi tweets, and after I go to my people for us to get meanings out of this. So Kwesi started, not speaking again on this matter. Anything else said about me will be discussed with my lawyer and handled in court. Stop playing with me. In fact, it was a marathon of tweets. The young men coming up in the industry or just in general, please don't think with your dick and dissociate yourself from any woman who will use what you work so hard to build for yourself and family for social media clout. Now he says, also, all of you artists and so-called colleagues that see what this girl keeps doing to me to ruin my reputation and still be posting up with her like it's all good, fuck you. It did not end there. It says, to all my so-called friends, family, and the media who have been seeing this go on for a very long time now and keep silent, fuck you too. I've been silent for too long. It is disheartening to see so many people oblivious to someone constantly using my name for clout, a storyline and attention with allegations and scenarios. You, your team and networks only roll out your songs or shows with my name attached as a marketing strategy. Each month or week, it is a different storyline and agenda. Why has nobody caught on by now? There's young men coming up in the industry, just in general, please don't think with your dick and dissociate yourself from any woman who would use what you work so hard to build for yourself and the family for social media clout. Kwesi Arthur has been talking. I say, woman, dear, minyana, okay, woman, dear, minyana, me fanchen, papi, me fanchen, do me. Now, if you know, I'm sure was monitoring proceedings, and when she realized that Kwesi Arthur was enjoying a few days, hey, Kalu, then he also comes and he says, you know what the thing but ranting cause of bits and pieces you saw on social media. You gotta be smarter than that. God has saved me, cause if not, peace be unto you. Hey, what the God has you say wasakra. And can you say and cause now honestly you say damn us ain't even watch the show. Now you are looking goofy exposing yourself. Feeling guilty much? Hey, Radiyesu. Wow. Jamo. Fire free social pressure department na yenhwe senior and come away echo.
Yeah, I think this is a difficult thing, or it will be a difficult thing for Kwesi Arthur to dissociate or whatever term that he wants to use. The best that he can do is to take her to court.
Okay.
That one can stop it. And that one too, the danger is that if there are more things that you don't want it to come out, then it may come out.
Okay.
So you have to decide. For me, I think since he has been able to stay silent for many years,
he should continue. No, so the pressure is coming from somewhere. That's what I'm saying.
So the pressure, whoever is bringing the pressure, should understand what is happening. So explain it to the person what is happening. It's not something that you can stop. You see, because it is like you say, I say kind of thing. Like they have a saying like that. What can I mean? How do you prove it? There are so many things that it is difficult to prove, and if you try to do something about it, it makes you look some way. And that's the way, that's how Kwesi Arthur will be looking. Okay. You see, he is now even blaming everybody and anybody.
Except himself.
Exactly. You see, how can you think or want to say that nobody should associate with somebody that I don't like. Who are you for you to say something like that? He's frustrated. That's why I'm saying that it's better he keeps his silence or maybe go to court. Because if you go to court and the court agrees with your stand, then they will gag the person or they will tell the person to stop. If the person doesn't stop, then they will take action and maybe imprison the person or punish the person accordingly. So the best way is for you to go to court, get an injunction or whatever that you think is appropriate to stop it. By just coming out to more or less insult everybody, it will not change anything. In fact, it will be worse. Look at somebody who says that he's now even God has taken him.
Yes.
Or still of real damn ass.
Yeah. God has saved her, Bono.
And going back and forth with her will not solve your problem that you are trying to solve. And in fact, insulting others will not solve the problem that you are trying to solve. So your best way is either go to court or keep quiet. Because at some point, people will be fed up with her talking about you, and then it will die off like that. Or if you have something to counter what she is saying, just go straight to the point and say it. Like, I don't have that kind of relationship with you, or this is how the relationship was. Just for people to, anytime that he says anything contrary, then people will hold her on, or people will now come after her on your behalf that, hey, you are lying, this is not what really happened. You have to, it's either you tell what really happened, so that now people are clear of it and she can't use it against you anymore, because it's a public knowledge. It's because you are quiet and she is the one telling the story anyway, anyhow, just to favor her. That's why you are worried now that people are believing her side and not yours. If you can't keep quiet, say it as it is, so that you also get people on your side. In fact, you can also lie if you think she's lying, so that mummy and be a tantrum and we can like those who are for you will just defend you based on that, and those who are against you will go to the other side. So for him talking there, I think he's missing the real solution or what can help him. Go to court or keep your silence.
We'll take over from there.
Media, I have seen the trailer, the promo video of the podcast, and I have watched the entire podcast.
Okay.
In fact, one person that is right now, or what drink in chain in your bukumba is the editor of that particular show.
Sir,
I swear to God.
Oh, sharp.
Her name Juma Karof.
Hey.
Because the trailer that the person edited, Cats No Here, was serious. It is the reason why we are here today. It is the reason we are having.
But when you watch the full thing, it doesn't come across like that. Hey.
So you see the way the person edited the thing. Of course, if Efia Odo talked about Kwesi in the podcast,
Shatawale.
She talked about Shatawale. Even Shatawale itself, it was impersonal. The only thing she said about Shatawale was what was in the trailer, nothing more.
Hey.
One cash here and for Shatawale would be. It was impersonal.
Oh, an editor, sharp.
One cash you.
Sometimes I can keep you in trouble.
And you know,
there's no trouble.
And UTV editor.
Oh yeah, they.
Hey, Joycelyn Duma, Atu. Joycelyn Duma said something. And Abeku Santana can different thing. Then this editor just did that, like or the BBC. So what she said, the question and the answer were two different things. You see, like Abeku Santana asked about, are you dating this guy? Are you dating John Dumelu, or have you dated John Dumelu before? That was the question. The answer that Joycelyn Duma gave in the trailer wasn't the actual answer. Maybe are you dating John Dumelu? The answer was no. But are you doing this? And the answer was yes. So yes, the guy used Abeku Santana's question. Joycelyn Duma answer. Different answer for different questions.
Okay.
And that was the trailer. So when it came out, everybody was on that thing.
Okay.
And then later we found out that, oh, it's not like that. Okay, the question was. Okay,
so this one was it was him being mischievous. Exactly.
Yes.
But this one, what he said, I'm just putting them in pieces.
But the impression
that's the impression you see.
Because
the editor started
really said yes. But that yes
was not for that particular person.
And then the editor is not saying that the yes is for the answer. He is doing a trailer. So you said yes somewhere, and I'm putting yes there. And then there was a question like this, and I'm just putting it there. It's not, but still, people had issue. In fact, I even heard that they sacked that editor. Yes.
No, but this one too, it is similar to that one. He started by the first cut was, did you date Kwesi? And Efia Odo's answer was she was reluctant before she said no. So during that particular period, and now the next statement from Efia Odo all were bits and pieces of her other relationships. So it made the thing look like, okay, the question was about Kwesi, and whatever her answer was for Kwesi.
Okay.
Including the tattoo, no say why and I understand why Kwesi too will be pissed, because when the trailer came, in fact, most of the blogs that reported it tagged him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the full interview, Efia Odo, the things that she said about, oh, I tattooed the person's name, the person's girl was in America, she was very specific. It wasn't Kwesi. She was very specific,
and that's why she said Kwesi will damn us now,
because he's probably not watched the full video. Because Efia Odo was very specific, it wasn't Kwesi.
That I want him.
Kwesi, Efia Odo was talking about, because you see, when in the trailer too, she said, oh, you are bringing back memories. It was because one of the girls went to mention Revlo.
Yeah.
It was Revlo that she tattooed.
No, I said Wakanda.
She's even said it in an interview. But you see, of course, when the trailer came, the media also took it to a different level. In fact, they gave it a different direction, which is why Kwesi would be somehow wrong for him to base his anger on only the trailer. You understand? And also, I understand why he's angry at the media, because it is the media that is trumpeting that particular notion. In fact, I've seen so many reports, so many those bloggers and YouTubers that do reactions and what news reporting and all of that. Almost all of them were doing and she said she has tattooed Kwesi's name. All of them were trumpeting that. And of course, nobody will be happy in that manner. Nobody will be happy in that manner. Just that in the interview also, I think Efia Odo confirmed that Kwesi, her relationship with Kwesi broke up because Kwesi effed her up. And she said that she was very blunt, that Kwesi really fucked her up. And you see, what is funny to me in this whole situation is how Kwesi also came to respond. There's one line in his response that is making me suspect something happened between them. When he said, don't think with your dick. Because if you have on so many occasions have denied having a sexual relationship with you. So unless Kwesi wants to tell us that he went into whether friendship or relationship with Efia Odo thinking with his dick. And if you are thinking with your dick, then we know it means just one thing. It is a sexual relation. So for whatever it is, I suspect that what is actually going on. It says that is what is going on between Efia Odo and Kwesi. So I would urge Kwesi to ease up. Because for whatever Efia Odo would say there, when she started saying it, you were quiet. So for now, she's even won so many hearts, she has so many people behind her in terms of this conversation. She's leading. And per your rant, it is not going to even stop her. And naturally, you see, or no better maybe no was some evidence be a wound. Until you could try to release it, will break him. You understand? So I will tell Kwesi to ease up and study the situations very carefully before he comes out to react to it or tackle it. And he will just make a mess of himself, or maybe the things that he doesn't even want them to come out. Why here? Because if you are what has she got to lose? She has nothing to lose in this whole conversation.
Okay, Chemo will take over from there.
Yeah, me now.
Oh, Chemo Nadi can start. Oh, sorry. Good. Then it means that we can push on to the next business. Now, the next business, let's go to Nigeria. Flavour has said something, and I know this particular information that Flavour has put out has been discussed on several platforms, in the sense that many young people think some people at the top, they went through somewhere to get there. In fact, even in our showbiz here in Ghana, go for boom the asakwa no one payroll. But obekum na hwi ehiwa keke enom de nam ho. Now, Richie, bring what Flavour talking about. Let's make it a point of study. Flavour too, he has some nice body. See his arms. Yeah, real man. Or run or perform no. Well, this is Flavour, and he says, I can't count the number of young artists that will come to my DM and boldly tell me they want to join Illuminati. Some say they want to do anything. Some even say they can sacrifice anything. Honestly, this generation is sick. I did not sacrifice anybody to get here. I did not join any cult. Young people need to relax. At 20, you want to join cult and blow? Take this life easy, or else you lose it when you get it. And this is Mr. Flavour talking. The rest is a commentary passed by Zamani, and he says, truth be told, the kind of messages celebrities receive is crazy. Young people have given up on hard work. They just want to blow at all costs. Take a step back and think. Success is useless without our loved ones. If music hard, try different thing or keep struggling like Shatta. Zamani, what do you? I know Shatta. Is Flavour being real?
Of course, 100%. Media, I've told you about the spiritual faculty of the industry, but as a story, I have to run it by myself. Because whether you believe it or not, some people are actually doing it. In fact, some people's lifeline, some people's career depend on the spiritual side of it. So maybe to you as a musician, or to you as somebody also in the space, it may not be the norm for you. It may not be something that you're doing. But then to somebody else, it is.
Okay.
It is, which is why they will tell you some people's microphones are sacred. Some people will do certain things before they go on stage, certain signs, certain antics before they go on stage. I remember 31st night, the show that we played at the Independence Square.
Yeah.
Before Shatta went on stage, sometimes he prays before he climbs the stage and all of that. Somebody recorded a video and captioned it, some incantations, Shatta. And go and check the comment. Go and check the comment.
I remember that.
Plenty. So many people want to join some. And it is what it is. Unfortunately, we live in an environment where this thing is believed. It is part of our societal upbringing. So whether it is true or not, some people will tend to believe it, because whatever they don't understand, the easiest way to understand it is to attribute it to spirituality. The easiest way for the people in our society or this part of the world to understand certain things that probably they may not have any idea about is to attribute it to spirituality. So perhaps you as a musician, maybe you've been able to do some 1 or 2 dealings, maybe in terms of other businesses that is giving you money aside the real music that you're doing. But it is coming because of you as a musician. So all of them are income, all of them are offshoots income of the music that you are doing. But somebody may not understand, and you may not even come to trumpet that side of the business in what you're doing as well. So the person, everybody may think that, oh, it is only music that is probably bringing you that level of income. And if they check you and they check Chemu, the same genre, and you, what that your friend is saying, J1 go move fly private jets first class now one na chemo gusu na te forma. Obviously, what for baby? Obviously, your baba is working.
And my baba is
your baba is sharp. And chemo's baba, you know, and now, maybe I'm not here to get come for. You understand? So it is like that. And what he is saying, it is true. In fact, so many of our celebrities get these messages each and every day. See, somebody will come, shut and fan and sound care. That is the only thing the person needs.
True.
And to the person is not thinking about the physical touch. The person has a spiritual connotation to whatever he is telling you to do for him.
Yeah.
You may give him a physical touch, but on baby not draining the soon one. As a worker, so it is like that. Some people, some celebrities, unfortunately, even fall victim to some of these things. Last time, Chemo, my story of Acrobato, conforming grading the and then the picture. ADD say picture. You understand? Sometimes even celebrities fall victim to it because certain people who are also unscrupulous will also go into the market or into the space and use their name wrongly just to dupe people or just to have their way in such instances. You never know what probably the person that is in Flavor's DM or the people that are in Flavor's DM, they are hearing about Flavour. You never know. Maybe I know be the market or baby the so for the person too would come. Maybe I've also have heard this and that about you. And misconceptions in the space, like I said, whatever they can't understand easily, they will just attribute it to spirituality, and so they will be fine. So they will be fine. So I've asked people ask me, hey, in the Shatawale Sikana, they be your parade, you know, and I ask the person if the person charges maybe the least charge will be a bit magical per show. Maybe I'm say 150,000 or 200,000 per show. The emperor said the least charge car. No, I 150,000. You just calculate by the number of shows our boy. And your boy come the number of shows of boy in a year and the number of even appearances. Kojami ha, Koshiawe mami, Koshiawe mami.
Side businesses.
Of course. And this is the person, this is somebody that is well established and even has other businesses elsewhere, of which he is not quiet about. So if and I'm saying I'll be my commando. And as he can also, yeah, if it is that huge, why not? I'm saying, the streams, any other endorsement deals come by. So if by this you would want to still attribute it to spirituality, then it is you now that don't want to understand. So for what Flavour said, it is true. Most of them are going through it.
Okay, Chamu.
Yeah, I think most of them, I will agree with Roland. They have to push it to spirituality for them to feel okay. It's not really for the artist or they want to say anything about the artist. That's the only way that they think that even if they are not succeeding, it's okay. So some of these things that goes out like that, it's not only the fans or ordinary people who are saying it to their own colleagues, just to justify why they are not succeeding or why they are not as big as the other guys.
Yeah, right. They are accusing them for
So for all you know, there are some musicians that will be accusing Flavour of using other powers to get the hits that he's getting and all that. And then some fans, it will get into their head because they already believe the spiritual kind of thing and how people use it to make it in life. So if somebody that they admire or they know who is also in the game, who is also a musician, is telling them, it's like he knows more than us, so let's believe it. Sometimes that's what happens. And yeah, what the thing that Flavour is saying, I've witnessed some before. Not like Obia message in the buyer. If you see a lady back, so I don't know what you care some more. Then the lady told the guy, so you call me next time because he later she told me that she wanted me to be there to listen to what the guy wanted to say. So the guy called and says, I'm join the Illuminati. I want to join the Illuminati group. And then the lady told him that, call back later, like call back in 2 hours time. And the call office in Occultism, Aquavis join the Illuminati. He says he will call back, so you stay here and listen to what the guy has to say. And indeed, the guy called back. After 2 hours, he called back and he was saying that, oh, me person me join the Illuminati, no, me who number no more marketing or Facebook, and I'm fine. So I was thinking, okay, maybe there's somebody who is marketing the idea of the Illuminati, but he missed the number for our number. That's why. But later, based on stories and other things, I'm also feeling that maybe he thought that the successes that KSM is getting is because of that. So if he joins, or maybe they have told him that KSM is part of Illuminati group. That's why he's popular and successful.
That is the perception.
So he is calling to join so that he will also be successful. So it's sad, but yeah, some people believe it, and yeah, the only thing that some of the celebrities can do, the new ones, people who are not just spoiling others' names so that they will also feel comfortable. They just have to share some of this story to tell the young ones that it's not like that. It has taken me so much to get here. I've worked hard on sleepless nights, and there are so many things that you have to do before you get to that level. So you can't just wake up one day at the age of 20 or whatever without any meaningful impact in the society, but you want to be a celebrity. It doesn't work like that. So I think we have to praise Flavour for sharing some of these things, just to give awareness. Like let us know that if you are thinking like that, you have to stop, because there's nothing like that there. Yeah.
Interesting times. Thank you so much. Now let's do the very last story so we can run away from here. Let's come to Ghana. After Nigeria, let's come back to Ghana. And comedian Obi Amponsan started a conversation online today that has also generated a whole lot of debate. And when I saw that, I said, waiting, come on, Mufamrana Yenka. Richie, bring it. Obi Amponsan is a top comedian in Ghana. No two ways about that. When it comes to mentioning some top comedians here in Ghana, there is no way you can leave Obi Amponsan's name out. This morning, I don't know what was running through his mind. He woke up and he chose violence. Now, this was what he wrote. He says, when you see how Ghanaian kids rap Kwesi and Kweku Smoke songs off head, you will know that all these A-list and B-list tags be yawa, the job day ground. Says when you see how Ghanaian kids rap Kwesi Ameuga and Kweku Smoke songs off head, you know that all these A-list and B-list tags be yawa, the job day ground. And George Kwe came and he said, slow your roll, bro. A-list been there, done that, panyi de panyi. Chris Brown still won't go anywhere near Michael Jackson. Said today we are singing Chris Brown songs, but never try to compare Chris Brown to Michael Jackson. Obi did not understand. He says, you are right, Baba. Panyi de panyi, akwadansu kunisa ora, oni panipudi, and I say what you do. So akwara, anyone is these kids are really washing their hands well, but they won't get the Chris Brown something, and it ends there. But the main thing is what Obi posted. What is the wisdom or the nonsense in there? We are closing.
Well, this is a very interesting conversation. You say we have people here come and tag you, say come and see the aroma is nice.
Come and smell some.
Tag you guys a kitchen and a kitchen head. You know, it's an interesting conversation. I mean, if there is one thing that Obi Amponsan is not getting, and you know, he was very interactive under the post too.
Yes.
Obi Oba comment.
So I should defend it upon now.
Yes, Obi Oba comment and you see in his quest to defend whatever he was trying to rubbish, he was actually going in circles to even confirm the reason why he was wrong. One of the questions that I saw most of them asking was who do the grading? One A grading.
Yeah, who does the grading?
Which people they do them? And I was like, no. You see, if you ask that question, then there is no need for you to rate one product over the other. The moment you ask that question, then there is no need. In fact, it is consumers, the people who consume these people, are the ones that are rating them. And since you are one of them, you can also choose to give your own rating, and you will be right.
Yeah.
If Obi Amponsa wakes up today and tell us that per his parameters, Kwesi Ameruga is an A-list artist. Nobody can do him anything. If he can give his parameters by which he is measuring those successes, nobody can do him anything. Obi Amponsa would know or would even acknowledge that he is one of the top comedians, if not the top comedian in Ghana. But you see, in a lineup of Basket Mouth, Trev Noah, Kevin Hart, Obi Amponsa, as much as he is good, he is excellent, will still not be rated even among those people that I've mentioned.
Fact.
He would not be rated close to those people. If say a flyer pony say the 2 pictures spend to fly, so you didn't pay minimum. That is it. And sometimes you are not the one to decide. It is the people that are consuming the thing that are deciding, and they have their own parameters. Sometimes the parameters may be general, may be universal. Say, okay, in this space or during this time, we are looking at the person's longevity, we are looking at the person's body of work, how relevant the person has been before and now, among so many things. So if you just want to base on the fact that, okay, these young guys are getting reception, so you would want to use that to rubbish the tags, then let's end the conversation. Then let's end it and give a universal parameter that anybody that has reception is an A-list artist. In that sense, you see the young and budding comedians that cannot even be compared to Obi Amponsa, that have not even done their comedy special.
Yet they can do one performance and blow.
We can compare them to Obi Amponsa.
Yeah.
Those people, even though they are good, we can still compare. Then what we are doing a flyer, we will not boarding Obi Amponsa's own. The reason why we will boarding his own and use those people as many more, or they will not even get a flyer, is the things that he brings to the table as a top person. And in rating him as a top person, he falls into the category of whether A or B, which is the level of respect people would want to give to him. So the categorization of A-list artists, B-list artists is not to disrespect anybody, but to set differences between what everybody brings to the table, the kind of capacity everybody has. That is it. So yes, somebody may say, oh, that's a artist way there or A-list. That is the person. Me, when people do those things, I don't like ethical me. Ethical me. That's why when somebody like Tilly came to say that you demoted Shatawale from A to B, I'm asking, you are the only person that is doing it. In fact, the only place I am seeing the demotion is in your head. Because the consumers that are supposed to universally decide we are demoting this person, when the person went for show, even when it was raining, they were there. They were there. And he said, if they didn't give him that premium or that respect, and kasa conversation here have it, and can show no.
Yeah.
You understand? Just so be anyhow. So if Obi Amponsa would want to drive the conversation as, okay, these people are getting some level of reception, so we can compare them to, your friend is saying, the top artists that we have in the space, then Obi Amponsa, no problem. You see the show that Trev Noah is doing or Kevin Hart is doing, I want Obi Amponsa to do same, because he is also a top, in fact he is good, he is a very good comedian, and as good as Kevin Hart. So if in that sense he should host some of those shows, then we would know. And you'll be a better chance money rating. Another rating that's how it is. So me, this conversation here, I second George Quay. He should tone down because it is a very, very slippery road that he is flying. Else somebody might even use it to disrespect him.
One day.
It may not be fair.
Yeah, Jabo, we are closing.
Well, I think his statement is in the same category as the way he is describing the A-list and the B-list artists. He said that they be yawa. I think the statement is yawa.
The statement itself is yawa.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm surprised that he's not getting these basic things in life. I mean, you see, in every society that you are in, there are some people they will be respected or given some form of reception without anybody telling anybody what to do.
Yes.
That's what happened. Even in his area. One agriculture say Obi and Bonsai top comedian, the more respecting in a different way than people around.
But I know he is respected in that area.
Exactly. So this is it's an automatic thing. You don't. In fact, nobody forces anybody to rate anybody A list or B list or whatever. The system will do that by itself. Me who official list out to be a who an A list artist in Ghana is and who a B list artist in Ghana is. But we can mention a name and everybody will agree that this guy is an A list artist. That's where the agreement will come, because everybody will rate the person by their own standard. Yeah. But there will be intersections. The intersection will tell us who an A-list artist is. Yes, yeah. They say, a list of A-list artists in Ghana. Do your own. Everybody around here, we should all do our own A-list artists. We will see some numbers appearing in almost all our list. So if your name is not appearing in everybody's list, obviously you are not an A-list artist. Without anybody forcing anybody to put anybody in A-list category. Fact. So Obi and Ponsa can do his list, and then Yawa all the A-list that he is thinking about, and bring Kwesi and Mauga and then the people that he thinks they are good. Then we will do another 20 lists, and then we compare which one is common among all the lists. Then
how many of them Kwesi and
Mauga will appear in? That will tell us who an A-list artist is. In every society, we have something we call competent hierarchy, and the competent hierarchy is automatic. People will grade you based on what you do. Yeah. So you are in a society, you do certain things, and people say that you are good, you are better than this person, you are better than based on this. In fact, I'm willing to pay premium to watch you or see whatever you see. That's how we grade people. But it's me. If you bring artists here and then you say I should ask them how much they will charge me for a show. There are some people will charge and I say I won't pay. Yeah. Somebody will say and I say I will pay. That person that I'm willing to pay that amount is the A-list artist for me. So if many people are willing to pay such an amount, that's the person that we will call an A-list artist. So he is not the one, or I'm not the one to just bring an A-list artist. The society will decide without us even forcing anybody. Based on our actions, how much we are willing to pay for the thing. We'll put that thing in that category. It will not be for one person to decide. Okay. That's why Tilly's issue, like Tilly said that Shatawale is an A-list artist, so he shouldn't be doing some those things. Yeah. Okay. So now the thing is, after doing that thing, you think the A-list artist tag will go down. Okay. Then you ask yourself, after doing that, is he still getting shows? Is he still getting highest payment when it comes to somebody willing to pay a premium for an artist? If the answer is yes, then your A-list category that you want to push him in or push him out, it is not working. It doesn't make sense. It is not working. So Obi should know that we don't have any institution categorizing people for to be A-list or B-list or whatever artist. The society decide without even knowing. It is whom we are willing to pay premium for. So Obi Amosa should ask himself, if you put any artist that he is calling Yawa and Kwesi Amauga, both of them, which one are people willing to pay premium for? And no one decided. So for the Kwesi Amauga, say this guy is good, so everybody pay 10,000. Then the people say no, Kwesi Amauga 10,000. No, I won't pay. Okay, the person that he is calling Yawa, he will take that person, and then this guy is taking 20,000, and the people are, oh, we are willing to pay. In fact, when is he coming? We will pay her. Then you know who is an A-list artist, not your favorite. You can have your favorite, call your favorite an A-list artist, but the system will expose you.
Another beautiful week just ended here on Showbiz Daily live on Sammy Flex TV, and of course it has been a good ending. It's like going for massage and they say happy ending. That was what we just enjoyed, a happy ending on a Friday. Now your weekend can begin. We've officially activated your weekend, but remember, over the weekend we will still have some videos to keep your company on Sammy Flex TV. On this note, let me say thanks to everybody who has been part of the shows from Monday throughout to Friday, and to my panel members here for today, Roland Amate, as well as in Team Dodo Solomon Chamo, and to the production squad, Richie Flex, editor director of the show, and Theophilus, who did our camera for us. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us, and let's do this again some other time when we meet here on this platform. Until then, we're out of here. Bye-bye.